Hey everybody. Hello. Welcome. Waiting to see if anybody is out there. Hello, hello, hello. Ah, there we go. Hey Andrea. Salut Annick. Hey Cheshgana. Hi Priska. Hi Cecily. Hi Yuko. Wow, hi. Ciao Chiara. Oh good. People are coming. Whew. There was a long delay there. I was kind of worried about what was going to happen. I am back on my iPad this week, and I just never know what Instagram is going to do. It's a mystery to me. So, yeah. Ciao, Gabriella. Salut, Fanny. Hey, Angela from Iowa. Good to see you here. Hi, Rose. Hi, Julia. How are you all doing? Ciao, Manuela. Come state? How are you all? Is that right? Hi, Susan. Hi, Carol. Good. Well, we can get started. I can say hello, welcome, marhaba, salut, ciao, aloha, shalom, and welcome to everybody else. Guten Abend, and hello to everybody from all over the world. Hi CJ, people joining us. I am so thrilled to see you all here this week. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Deb. I'm the administrator of MikaFanClub.com, and you have made your way into the Mika Fan Club Instagram Live. This is our 18th gathering this year. The year is just speeding by. It's already May. Happy May, everybody. For those of you who are Star Wars fans like myself, tomorrow is May the 4th, which is an unofficial Star Wars day because, you know, it sounds like May the Force be with you, May the 4th be with you. So that's kind of a fun thing. You may see people talking about a lot of Star Wars things tomorrow. And happy Cinco de Mayo to those who will celebrate on May the 5th. As you might know, it's a big party day in the U.S. Any reason to have a party, I guess. And this year it falls on a Friday. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Cinco de Mayo celebrations here anyway. I don't know if that has caught on in Europe at all, but it is a big deal here in the U.S. So yeah, and happy anniversary to anybody who might be celebrating any milestones. Happy birthday to those of you who might be celebrating or have recently celebrated. I hope you have a chance to get together with family and friends. It is actually my mother's birthday coming up in a couple days, so I will be seeing her this weekend. She is going to be 86, if you can believe that. That just is an amazing age to me. But yeah, she's going to be celebrating that in a couple days, and we are going to go up and celebrate with her. Susan says, stiamo bene. I'm glad to hear that. So, sono felice. Hey, Ray Shu. Hello, Clement. And Martin. Hi, Mara. Hey, Karen. Hey, Michelle. How are you all doing? Yeah, Angela is correct. It is Asian and Pacific Islanders Month here in the U.S. I don't know if that's observed elsewhere, but yeah, that's just started this month. Hey, Tara. Hi to everybody who is joining us here. I am very happy to see so many people. Rose says she's decided to go to the last gig of the festival season since she went to the first. Which is the last one? I forget. Is that one in Spain? Hey, Shazad. And it says, I love May. I know, May is a beautiful time of year. It's, you know, we had 90-degree weather a couple weeks ago, and now it's half that. It's really cold and rainy and dreary. So not very May-like weather out there, but still everything is green and the flowers are all up and it's spring. So thank you. Thank you for all the birthday wishes for my mother. I appreciate that. Thanks. Raishu says her mom just celebrated 85. Yeah, just, it's getting closer for me, so it's kind of scary. But anyway, let's see here. Hey, Elena. Ciao, Lorella. Madrid is the last date, so Rose is going to go to Madrid. Well, I'll sort of plunge right in since we've kind of said our hellos, and I'm sure a lot of people will still continue to filter in for the next few minutes anyway. Hi, Dolores. Hi, Kathy. Kathy Dujardin. I am well, thank you very much. Hey, salut, Camille. Hey, Callum. Sangi, hi. Regine. Wow, Marisa, we've got a lot of people coming in, so welcome to everybody. Just very quickly, I have a tiny little bit of news to talk about before we see if we can bring some of you into the conversation and just start chatting about whatever. Cheltenham was already a week ago, and it's really hard to believe. And we won't see Mika on stage now until, live on stage until later this month, when he'll be in Osaka on May 23rd, and Tokyo on May 24th, and then Seoul, Korea on May 26th. So we have a couple weeks to wait before we see him live on stage, but we will see him, and this is my little bit of news, we will see him on television. At least those of you in France will, and those who are able to see French TV, TF1, Mika will be on The Voice in France on May 20th. He'll be acting as a super coach during the cross battles that they have on The Voice, and he will also be performing Keep It Simple with Vianney, the single that they released a couple weeks or months ago at this point, I guess. But yeah, he'll be on the TV screens on May 20th. That was my one little bit of news. I have a little bit more news. Those of you who are regular followers of Mika Fan Club know that every year we put out a yearbook, sort of a retrospective of the previous year, and the deadlines I'll just interrupt myself. Karen said, I thought Keep It Simple was this Saturday. Is it? I thought it was May 20th. Am I getting my dates muddled up? I'll double check on that and let you know. I thought it was the 20th that he was going to be performing. Well, we'll see. We'll double check on that, and I'll let you know. I'm sorry if I'm confusing people. Okay, now Mara says the 20th. Keep It Simple on Saturday, May 6th, and him as a judge on the 20th. Okay, I've gotten it mixed up. We'll rewind and go back and say, Mika will be on TV this Saturday on May 6th on The Voice, singing with Vianney, and the cross battle is on May 20th. Okay, I guess I got it wrong. I'm kind of surprised, but okay. I guess I got it wrong. So you will see him this weekend if you can get French TV, or hopefully they will stream it somewhere or post it on their website or something, and we'll get to see the performance. So sorry for the confusion. Let's see what else. Kind of interrupted myself there. Mika has been nominated for an award through the National Reality TV Awards, which is a UK organization recognizing reality TV programs in the UK. And if you go to, it's a long URL, nationalrealitytvawards.org, that's O-R-G, you can vote for Mika in the category of Best Judge on a reality competition show. And the piano is also nominated. And Lucy, who was the blind girl who performed on the show, was one of the finalists on the piano, if you remember. She was nominated also. Karen says the piano isn't on the voting list. Yeah, there seems to be a glitch. They were announced as a nominee, but it doesn't seem like they've made it onto the list. So I think they are looking into that and seeing if they can fix that, or it might be too late. I'm not sure. But yeah. Okay, a lot of you have already voted. That's great. So yeah, we will sort of promote that for a little while because it is a public voting kind of thing. Let's see, what other little bits of news did I have? Floating around, you may have seen that Mika was going to be performing at a gala at the Philharmonie in Paris in June. I can confirm that that is true. He is going to be there, but it's not like a proper Mika concert or anything. It's a gala, it's a fundraising thing, and there will be a number of people performing. He will be there in June, and I believe it's a pretty hefty price tag for the ticket. But that I can tell you that is happening. And Susan says she thought the reality TV awards were just for UK. I was able to vote, and I'm not in the UK, so I think it's just open to anybody. Priska says, is it possible to buy tickets for this gala? I believe that it is on the Philharmonie website, but I'm not positive about that. I haven't tried myself, and like I said, I think it was pretty expensive. So yeah, Karen is saying, yeah, over €200 for a ticket. And like I said, he's, I think, only doing maybe one or two songs. It's not, it's many performers who are going to be there. Andrea says, no, there are no more tickets. Or are you just telling her no, she's not allowed to buy more tickets? Anna says the tickets are up to €1,600. Are they really? Wow. Let's see here. Oh, I was talking about the yearbook when I kind of interrupted myself before. I just wanted to say, if you know about the yearbook and you want to participate in it, the deadline has passed for submitting several things, but the deadline is still open for if you wanted to contribute to the empathy section of the yearbook. And the deadline for that is, I believe, this weekend, May 7th. If you want more details about that, it's probably easier if you go to our website and find the thread, and it will explain to you what we're doing in the empathy section of the yearbook. It's sort of based off of Mika's soundtrack of empathy, and the playlist of empathy that they were doing when he was affiliated with Indeed, who was promoting his concerts last year. So if you want to still participate in that, there's time. And yeah, go to mikafanclub.com and search on yearbook, and you will find the information you need about that. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. What else is? Hey, Sharon is here. Hi, honey Mika fan. And okay, hi Cerise, salut. Hello Kelly, hola. Okay, let's see. Did I have any other news to tell you? I don't think so. I wanted to remind you about the yearbook deadline. I wanted to remind you about Mika on The Voice, even though I got it wrong. I'm sorry. I'll try to correct that again. Mika will be performing with Vianney this Saturday on The Voice, and then he'll be appearing on May 20th as a judge, as a super coach for the cross battles. And I also wanted to remind you to vote for the National Reality TV Awards and confirm about the Philharmonie Gala. And I think that was all my newsy news. Did anybody have any other questions about anything that I missed while I was yakking and didn't see? Okay, I can't see anything. Oops. I did get a few questions this week, and I thought they might spark some conversation. And the one in particular is sort of relevant. We were talking about Mika's upcoming performances, and Phoebe asked, are there any Mika shows coming up that are not like a festival vibe kind of thing? It's like just Mika. More like a proper concert. And I think the answer to that is yes. A few of the Italian dates are more like a regular show dedicated to just Mika performing, right? Obviously, there are still some festivals, but, and I'm sorry, I'm just reading. Ernesto has written, thanks, and he's just passing through. Okay. Sorry you can't stay, and we will see you soon. Oh, hi, Travis. Good to see you here. Ciao, Giovanni. Hi, Tata Amica. Welcome. Anyway, I think that some of those Italian shows are more like proper gigs, right? Like the Cattolica gig, I think, is like a not a festival kind of thing, and I think Matera. Yeah, Cheltenham was just Mika on that day, but it was more of a festival kind of setup, I guess. But I think a lot of the Italian gigs are more like proper shows. Bristol is just Mika with it says special guest, but I'm assuming that's just an opening act. But it's outdoors and it's standing, and it's like on the water, so it has more of a festival vibe, I think is what Phoebe was saying. It's not like a proper show in a concert hall or in a venue. So, yeah, so what you're saying is like quite a few of the shows are just Mika headlining and just him. CJ says, still hoping for more dates. There may be more dates after the summer, but I think we have all of the summer dates that we're going to get right now. I No, I said that before, and then Marbella was announced, but I really think that this is it. I think that what we've got for the summer is done, and once that last date in Madrid, I think it is over. That's it until the next run of dates. So, yeah. So I think we just have to hang on until the fall after that to see where else he's going to go, or if he's going to show up somewhere else. So let's see. Yeah, like CJ says, even a theater or arena tour for autumn and into next year. I think there might be something coming if the album is coming like it's supposed to. But yeah, I think it'll be after August, into the fall sometime. So let's see. I am curious, is anybody going to the Isle of Wight? I wasn't sure if anybody is. Do you know if he's coming to Rome or Milan? Those two cities are not on the schedule right now. And like I just said, the dates that are already announced are probably all we're going to get until the fall. So I think that, if you're waiting for Rome or Milan, it's not going to be until after September. If then. It's just, I don't think there's going to be any kind of surprise concerts or, more festival dates or anything. Rose is going to Isle of Wight. Okay. Bristol has a guest. Yeah, that's what I said. It says with a special guest. So I'm assuming that's just an opening act or something like that. Mara's going to Isle of Wight. Okay. Yeah, I wish I could go. It seems like it's a little hard to get to, and I'm not so sure about that. But it is good to know who's going where. So yeah, I did have a couple other questions. Susan had asked, there are like 5 shows in Italy in July, and had I considered going to any, and I want you to know I did consider it, and I actually was starting to plan it, and it just proved to be too expensive and too much of a challenge to make the trip that I was thinking of doing. I was hoping to go to Perugia and to Cattolica, but yeah, it just didn't work out, and it was going to be way too expensive. So I did think about it, and but no, not happening. And Andrea asked if I liked cotton candy, just out of the blue, and I do not really care for it. I'm not a sweet kind of person. I'd much rather have a savory, like a salty snack or something. So I wonder why you asked about cotton candy or candy floss, because I'm not really. But Andrea also had a serious question, which was, is there a listing of all the official merchandise anywhere? And there isn't all in one place that I'm aware of, and I think that that's something that maybe we should put together and put on the fan club, and just make it sort of like give it a home and put all of the merchandise. I certainly have pictures and know about lots of merchandise that's been sold over the years. I maybe don't have all of it, but I have, the majority of it. So we could put something like that together if there's an interest. So yeah, let's try that, that'd be a good resource. So let's see here. There was one other question. Oh, CJ asked, and this was kind of a cool question, and maybe this is something we can talk about later too. She asked if there was one prop I could get from the old Stasera Casa Mika show. Which prop would I want to have? And I thought about it, and immediately which came to mind was Gregory. Would that be considered a prop? If I could have anything from Stasera Casa Mika, yeah, I think I would like Gregory. If that's not considered a prop, I'm not sure. Maybe the part of the set, like the revolving door that they had, I think that would be kind of cool to have. How about you? You must have something in mind that you asked that question. So I'd be curious to know what you would have taken from Stasera Casa Mika. Yeah, Gregory, yeah. Would that be considered a prop? He was part of the show, but the rainbow suit, yeah. Oh, the throne. The throne was pretty impressive. It'd be fun to have a throne in your house, right? The mini car. Oh, I had forgotten about that. The mini car. You'd need a lot of room. Susan says you'd need a lot of room for Gregory. You'd need a lot of room for almost any of that stuff. It was also oversized and, over the top. Yeah, it was. It was just huge. Karen says the same thing. Everything was so big. I thought for a second about the bathtub, but I would never use it. I don't like to take baths as much as a shower, so it would just kind of sit there, fill it up with bubbles and just let it sit there. The cake was cute. I didn't even think about the cake. The bed was huge too. Yeah. The throne, I think that would be cool. You could rule over your house, right? The cake was cute too. I had forgotten about some of these things, so that's kind of cool that you've mentioned it. Hi, Hilda. Welcome. Well, let me see. I've lost a couple people, I think, who were waiting to come into chat. I guess I talked too long and they ended up having to go somewhere. So, yeah. Karen says no, she doesn't want a bed with skulls. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to see if I can get rid of white. Let's see if it works.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Ah, hi.
Hello. I still got you on my headphones.
There you are.
Oh, I have got you on my headphones, that's all right. I left you there for a second.
Yeah, so you've got your headphones on today.
I have to go, yeah.
You're totally prepared.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
So how are things?
It's great, yeah. I've had my hair cut, but some people who were there last week would notice I got my hair cut.
Yeah.
Because I had it longer last week, but on Saturday, I got paid on Friday, so I thought, haircut, time to get it cut.
Oh,
so
wow.
there it is.
Do you still donate it anywhere? Or I remember when you first got it so cut short, didn't you donate it somewhere?
Oh, no, I thought about that, but I wasn't sure whether it had been in good condition, and my hair really wasn't that long enough to do that. It was long, but not long.
Right.
So, no, I didn't do that,
okay.
yeah.
No, it was more just a challenge to do it.
Yeah, it was pretty much, yeah.
Well, have you recovered from last week?
Barely. I was just so happy.
Yes.
I said it to him when he came out. I said, thank you so much for doing this one and the other two, because it's all basically in my backyard. Yes. And he said the next two are going to be amazing. So I said, okay. All right. I'm ready for that.
Yeah, really. So you're going to go also to Bristol and then to Isle of Wight.
Isle of Wight, yeah. And I've been told that some people have been asking if the penguins can come back. And I had a conversation with Andy last week because I wanted him to do a podcast episode on sport in the area. Mm-hmm. And he said, I will do a sport episode if you bring the penguin back.
Goodness.
So I said, what? He said, you bring the penguin back and I'll do one. And I said, okay. So,
he doesn't.
Then I started freaking out because I have no idea where it is.
Oh, no.
I don't know where it is. I've no clue. So me and Michelle were looking online at penguin outfits, and we found one that's the closest to the one I had. So I'm going to get that one. I'm going to buy that one this week.
Oh my goodness.
So yes, it's coming back.
And he doesn't know what he doesn't know what he's done.
I said, you're blackmailing me, aren't you? And he said, no. Sounds like you're blackmailing me.
He's created a monster.
Oh God, yeah. I thought, why can't you just do the episode? But no, apparently I've got to do this. So,
well, if you do the penguin, then he's obligated. He'll have to.
Yes, exactly. So as soon as I get it, I'm going to. The trouble is, I can't really post it to him because even though you can send him messages, I don't know if you can send pictures. Mm. So I can show him the picture if it comes up on the message thing. So then he'll know I've got it. But I was going to bring it to the Isle of Wight, but then I wasn't sure whether that's the best place to bring it. So it's definitely coming to Bristol. Okay. So if it's not on the Isle of Wight, it will definitely be in Bristol.
Oh, goodness. That's too funny.
So, yeah.
Well, it'll be funny to see it again, I must say.
Oh dear. I thought I was over that. I thought, and then I had a few people coming up and saying, "Oh, please think about this."
For people who don't know what we're talking about, many years ago, at the beginning of all of the Mika craziness, Rose, well, not just Rose would dress up. A lot of people would dress up.
The craziness, basically.
Mika encouraged people to dress up to come to his concerts, right? And and Rose chose to dress up as a penguin. And I'm trying to think if I have a picture handy. I don't know if I do.
Yeah, no, there's some pictures everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know if I have one handy to share here. But yes, it was. I do have a couple pictures of the original penguin outfit.
So I remember leaning against you in Glasgow trying to put it on in the rain. That was so funny.
We were outside and it was pouring with rain and yeah, not good. Oh my.
Not great, no.
Oh my. Well, I'm happy to hear that you had a good enough time, and I'll be interested to see the penguin again. And it'll be funny to see it. But I don't know. What else could we bring back? I don't know.
Yeah, let's see.
Yeah. Well, so if you go to the Isle of Wight, you've been there before, right?
I haven't been to the festival, but I've been to the Isle of Wight, yeah.
Okay. I thought you'd been to the festival too. I wasn't sure how big it is, like in terms of crowds and
the Isle of Wight is a huge festival. It's probably the next biggest to
Oh,
Glastonbury.
okay. Wow.
Yeah, because the Isle of Wight festival is where Jimi Hendrix became famous.
Oh, okay.
That's where Jimi Hendrix made his debut. So,
all right.
So yeah, it's quite an iconic festival.
I know I've heard of it before, but obviously I've never been. So, and then the Bristol festival is smaller, or I think somebody
smaller, a lot smaller. Yeah,
maybe
it would be about.
I think somebody said 4,000-ish people.
Something like that, yeah. I would say so, yeah. Because I went, when they did it before years ago, I saw Basement Jaxx there, and it was, it's a lovely venue. It's a really lovely venue. Yeah, it's quite nice there. But it's not very shaded, unfortunately. So if it's a hot day, it's going to be really hot. So.
Well, I have to say, I was looking at it just because it got. I was so sad that I wasn't at Cheltenham last week, so I started looking.
We were sad you weren't at Cheltenham last week as well.
Yeah, so I started looking at Bristol to see if maybe I could manage that, and that's why I was looking to see if how big it was, and it's behind an aquarium. Yeah, so it's pretty good. Yeah, I think they have I read that they have a VIP area there too, but it looks like it's a little too far away from the stage.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Oh. Oh well. Yeah, you know how it is. Like you do know, because now you're thinking about going to France, so you do know how it is. So.
Absolutely, yeah. The one happy thing about Cheltenham last week was all the times he did Big Girl and he was walking out and around, and I always missed him, and he always went past me and everything. Last week, completely different, because he actually stopped right opposite me, and he was dancing with me, and I was so happy.
Very cool.
I was very happy.
Yeah, that's very cool, because every time he has come into the audience, when I've seen him doing Big Girl, he's always too far away from me. Miles
away, yeah.
So, well, that's cool. I'm glad.
Well,
then you had a
I was very excited.
You had a stellar time if you got to dance with Mika and that close.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Well, he was sort of like across the aisle from me, but it was nice. Because there was nobody in the way, and it was just him there and me here, and
very good.
Very, very happy.
Nice. Well, well, I'm very glad that you had such a good time, and I will look forward to hopefully seeing you soon, but if not in person, definitely seeing the penguin outfit again.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, you take care, Rose, and we'll talk to you
again. And you?
I'll talk to you.
Yes, definitely.
Talk to you very soon.
Okay. Bye-bye.
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 Oh. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I got so sad that I wasn't there in Cheltenham, and seeing all your stories and the photos and the videos, I thought maybe I can find some other way to get over to Europe this summer, but we'll see. It still remains to be seen. So yeah, I was going to ask, of all the things that are coming up, which of the shows are you most looking forward to seeing? I know some of you are planning to go to quite a few of the shows, maybe even all of them. And I think Isle of Wight is a big one. And thanks, Kiara. I appreciate that. I'm sorry I wasn't there. Very sad. But what shows are you all looking forward to seeing? Because you're going to so many, and there are like 25 dates or something like that. And who is going to Asia? Are any of you going to Asia? I know that Yuko, who was here earlier, is obviously going to be there. That's where she is. But I'm just wondering who else is going to some of the Asia gigs. And it's just kind of interesting to see who's going where. Steele says, wish us luck with our maths exam tomorrow. You good luck. Karen says, looking forward to Cattolica as it was so special in 2010 and Tarvisio because it's such a beautiful place. Yeah, I would have liked to have gone to Italy. It's just too expensive. It's the biggest problem with Italy right now or this year is the timing. It's right around our 4th of July holiday, which is like peak travel season. So the airfares are just so crazy expensive. And I just I can't swing it. It's just too much. Chiara says no Asia, but she's looking forward to the Italian dates. Are you going to all of them, Chiara? Tutto I dati? Mickey is here. Hi. She says she's been to the Isle of Wight in 2016. Yeah. Michelle says, I thought I was brave enough to talk to Mika since I did in Verona, but in Cheltenham, my brain escaped me again. Does this ever get better? Yes, it does. It does. Marion booked Tarvisio. Ah, great. Enjoy it, Marion. It does get better, and he's very easy to talk to, really. So Vero says, I'm just going to Bordeaux. Can't wait for this one. Hilda is going to the beach festival and maybe to Spa. He's doing the Francofolies de Spa. Karen says, it does get better, but then you stay back because you've met him so often and want others to get a chance to. Yes, that's exactly true. I mean, that's how I feel. I always try to hang back, except when I was giving him the yearbook, obviously, but I do try to hang back because I have been so lucky to talk to him so much. Mara says, I will go to Isle of Wight. Feels crazy, my first trip alone. Oh, well, good luck to you. I think you'll do fine. I think your English is probably pretty good, and I think you should be okay. I hope you'll have a good time. CJ says, I'd love to go to the Tarvisio gig, but I don't think I get my passport and everything else done in time. The passport office is on strike. Oh, geez, I didn't know. Reishu says, Tachikawa Stage Garden site, do not mention Mika's gig. How come? I don't know. Is the touch? I don't know. I don't know why they don't mention it. It's happening. It's not like it's not happening. Anna says, my next concert is in Talence in France. I decided to go to Bristol as well. Mika effect after Cheltenham. Yeah, see, I know that it gets you every time, right? Reishu says on May 24th, the Tokyo show, it could be that would they have taken it off if it's sold out? Because it could be that it's sold out. Maybe that's why it's not showing up. I don't know why it's not on there. It should be, unless they took it down because the tickets are all gone. Hey, Camilla. Hi, Annette. Hi, Claire. Lots of people joining us now late here. She said, Kamala says, traveling alone is something everyone should do. I agree. I waited way too long before I did, travel by myself. I didn't do it very much when I was young. I did it once I got a little older. Mika loves talking to you, Deb. Well, thank you, Rose. I don't know about that, but I certainly enjoy talking to him. Let's see here. Andrea says she hasn't spoken to him yet. It's hard, especially when there's so many people around. And I think I've probably told you all this story before. Michelle says, that's the thing. I was standing third row of him and one of the fans around me who hadn't seen him in forever to get a chance. I'll see him this summer multiple times. So it's both my brain and common sense. Well, Michelle, the first few times that I saw Mika, my every thought I had went out of my head once he started to talk to me. And so I think it's just, somebody that you've been seeing on the screen, on YouTube, even on TV or whatever at a distance, and suddenly they're there in front of you and you just, you freeze. It's a little bit of starstruck, and it's a little bit of, for me, a little bit of shyness, because believe it or not, I am actually kind of a quiet, introverted, shy person. I kind of, I can pretend that I'm not when I'm here with you guys, but I am usually pretty quiet and reserved. So I think that that's part of why I had such a hard time the first couple times that I met Mika. But I remember I guess it was the third show that I had seen. When I was seeing him after the show, he looked right at me and he said, "We've met before." And right then and there, everything went out of my head, my name and everything just gone. and then I suddenly pulled myself together and said, yes, in Glasgow and in Washington, D.C., we have met. And then we talked for like 2 seconds and then it was over. So, you're not alone. And it does, I think, get a little bit better. Mara is going to Athens too, and she says, I'm very in emotion because it's the first time for Mika show. Oh, yeah, first time for Mika in Athens. Yeah. Kamala says Topo Gigio, her little mouse, is going on tour with Mika in Japan. She gave a little mouse, and it has made its way as a permanent fixture with the setup, right? And it shows up on all the gigs on the set somewhere. So that's very cool. I'm glad that whoever has him is taking good care of him for you. And I will look for him in the next pictures of the next gig. So, yeah. Well, I hope that you do get a chance to talk to him too this year, Priska. You certainly have been to enough shows that you should get your chance. You should get your opportunity. I hope that you do. I know it's hard, like I said, when there's so many people around and people shoving things in his face for him to sign, or trying to take a picture or whatever. It's hard, but hopefully you'll get your chance at some point soon. And yeah. Well, I think I'm gonna sign off a little bit early today, guys, because I have things going on here, and I think that we're coming up on almost an hour anyhow. So unless somebody has some new questions for me here. I think we're going to wrap it up. I just want to recap some of the things that we've been talking about and say, remember to vote for Mika for the National Reality TV Awards, nationalrealitytvawards.org. Mika is nominated, and also the TV show The Piano that he served as a judge on. Those are both nominated, and Lucy, one of the performers, is also nominated. So I hope that you get a chance to go over there. It seems like the voting is open to anybody. And I guess watch Mika on The Voice if you can, if you're in France this weekend on Saturday. And if you are thinking about participating in the yearbook, we can still accept entries for the empathy section of the yearbook until this Sunday, May 7th. And for more details on that, please go to our website on mikafanclub.com. And I think that that's about all that I had to go over with you this week. And I think that I will say goodbye for now. Thank you all for joining me this week, and thank you all for your questions. I really appreciate it. And I will try to let you know what day next week. Next week may be kind of fluid. There's some things going on. So we might not do Wednesday. We might do a different day. So yeah, keep your eyes posted or peeled to see which date and time we end up with for next week. And until then, I hope you all have a good week, and I will I will say goodbye to you all. Take care. Bye.